Hello, world, and welcome to another segment of Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris
and Teresa Foster.
And you know what I'm going to talk about first? I want to talk about sports. I don't know why, because it is some craziness going on in reality. But we gonna deal with that madness in a minute. I want to talk about what's going on with my LSU Tigers, still undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Took out Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? About to take out Florida, and then we got the #2 team in the country on their way to Baton Rouge in 2 weeks.
Well, I'm a little beg to differ on that. I don't think they're gonna beat Florida.
Florida don't even have no number by their name. If you ain't got no number by your name, and LSU got that number 6, what is it? Number 5. Number 5. You better beat that team that ain't got no name.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I got a bet on LSU, but usually when LSU do as good as they doing, for some reason, LSU and Florida is just like Southern and
that's the fact, Jack. That's the fact, Jack.
And Grambling. So, I mean, they gonna have to step up, continue to do what they doing. They finally got their rhythm with their offense and
Joe Burrow, bandwagon.
So they actually are doing well, you know. Either or, you know, I got some money on the game, the money on LSU now. But
he's about to be rich.
I do not want them to shuffle. I ain't gonna even look at the game because I'm gonna be counting my ducats.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be all good. They're gonna do their thing. I'm not even. It's really. I'm glad I'm not playing, because I will personally, kind of look past this game. You know what I mean? But I don't want them to do it, because it's SEC. And like you say, when you playing in the same conference with these teams, these are people you play every year. So they coming for you.
And this is a showdown. That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be what it is. But and then we got to go to them. Then we're in Florida. You know
all right, they can handle their weather.
My concern is that #2 team on their way next week. We play Georgia next week.
Yeah, but I think we ready for Georgia, baby.
We take them, we in the playoffs.
We good. If we can get past Georgia, we on our way. We rebuilding, but you know what? LSU always rebuild when it comes to that football. Yeah. But I really need them to get that basketball team together this year.
I don't even, since Shaquille O'Neal and shout out to Shaq, you know what I'm saying, and Abdul Rauf,
and Simmons,
being last year. When really it was when Shaq, you know what I'm saying, really it was when Shaq left. I kind of forgot LSU had a basketball team, except for the girls. Hey, Lady Tigers, y'all doing y'all thing, you know what I mean. But for us the men, until Ben Simmons last year, I kind of forgot LSU had a basketball team.
And give shout out to LSU. You lost a teammate. My condolences goes out to the family.
Eric Sims.
It was a tragedy thing that happened. So just turn yourself over to God and let Him handle y'all team and win this season for Him.
Yeah.
Dedicate this season to Him.
Yeah, because that was cool what they did for the beginning of the game last week.
Yeah.
They did a flyby with the Jets.
Yes.
They did a moment of silence for the young guy. And when like I said, I hate losing young people. Period. Especially young men. And I mean it ain't like it's nothing new, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it doesn't have to end. Because a lot of this stuff is getting real ridiculous. I mean, what was it? You was at Southern University's homecoming celebration.
Yeah.
And you got into an argument, and it wasn't his argument. A friend of his was fighting the guy, arguing with the guy.
Same thing happened with DeAndre Bradley. It wasn't his argument at Grambling, but it was his best friend. Now his best friend's still here, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So it's a situation, and one of my ex-students from Woodlawn actually witnessed it, because he's there at Southern.
Okay.
And but it's just sad. But let me just tell you, you want to know really the solution to this?
Right.
Drop them off in Afghanistan. Take them to Iraq. Get them loaded up. If you go in their house and they under the age limit to have a gun, pack them up. Now that's what Trump could do for me.
Yeah.
Send them to Iraq. I guarantee they'll come back. They wouldn't be sagging. Wouldn't have no dookie braids. None of that.
Yeah.
Take them to Iraq.
Most definitely, because
seriously,
me myself personally, like I said, I come from a military family. You know what I'm saying? And the experience, I used to see the stories about, I wore the Africa medallion when I was at Huntington. You know what I mean? Half of Huntington had the Africa medallion, and pro-black and all this here. And then when Boys in the Hood came out, and John Singleton put that scene in there with Fishburne and Trey.
Yeah.
Trey, don't ever go to the army. Black man don't have no place in the army. Cut that. Cut that. For a lot of these black men out here, the army or any of these military branches is really your way out. You know what I'm saying? Not only will it teach you how to be a better man, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to take them from their parents, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I say, go to the military, man, and because you have your benefits, they're going to take care of you, all you teenage dads, you know what I'm saying, having kids while you're in high school or early college, and you over here struggling, trying to say, how I'm going to pay this child support, go to the military. They will create an allotment that will pay that child support.
I just don't believe in the military for black men because they don't even respect you in the country.
You mean as far as you mean the military or the country itself?
Military, period. I just don't think the military, black men should be in the military. But I do understand what you're saying on that. No,
yeah, because
for a lot of them that don't have anything to do, yeah. But,
right.
But if you intelligent and can go to college and do some things that you can find out a cure stuff. Because, like I said, this should, to me, anybody that served our country shouldn't have to want for anything.
Right.
They should be able to go in, get a job. They should be able to have a home. The VA should be able to take care of these people.
Right.
These people fought for our country, and for Trump to say, if they had true patriotism, why would they want to raise? Man, come on, you couldn't make it in the military. They should want to raise because they fighting for your country. They the reason why we really sleeping. But on the same time, it's just sometimes it's just disrespectful to our black men at the same time. But what you saying is true. If you don't have no way out, go to the military.
Yeah, instead of sitting around here talking about or they're sitting around there in the hoods, want to, do your hustle game. I mean, do your thing. I'm from the borough. I'm from Queensboro, so I mean, I've seen it, whatever, been there, done it, everything. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if there's a lot of us like myself, you know what I'm saying, who didn't have to go military. My ex-wife was military. Word of today is ex. You know what I'm saying? And she's still military. You know what I mean? And, we just got rid of each other. I'll say that, out of respect for her, because I have a son with her, and I don't throw shots at my son's mother, even though I have these opinions in my head. He'll never know about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, if you don't have no way out, if you sitting there saying I don't have no experience in nothing, or you don't want to go to a trade school, or you don't want to go to a college or a university, then go military.
So what I want to say is, Oxford Daddy, go to the military so you can pay your child support. That's what you need to do.
What's up, Ox? What's up, Ox?
Vote for me, so you can pay some child support, because at this point, that's your only option. So what's the age limit? So I can send him an application.
You got to 35.
Oh man,
you missed it.
About 5 years.
God, though. But I'm gonna tell you this here.
Be more careful.
George Bush, when Iraq first, the Iraq War first started, the age had been 35. George Bush raised the age to get into the military to 42. George W. Bush, and I think that was a good thing, because you gave a lot of older men an opportunity to get out of their little situations. But one thing about President Obama, shout out to you, President Obama. I still love you. I love Michelle. Them two beautiful daughters of yours. You know what I mean? Whoa, that oldest one is like. Oh,
yeah, now that you can't sneeze.
She's so tall, man.
She can't sneeze to CIA. Your first kiss to CIA, gonna know. Hold your hand, they gonna know. Boy, I tell you, but still, it's a shame.
Okay, she's up. Like I say, your mama is Michelle Obama, so these are beautiful women. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I just feel like, what he did was, what Obama did was, let me say President Obama, because I still show him respect.
The president.
I still show him respect. But what President Obama did was, he came into office. He wasn't even in office a year. He dropped that age back from 42 to 35. He could have left that alone, because that was something that was helping. That wasn't something that was a problem.
But in order for him, you know what, I'm gonna tell you something. In order for him to do that, it probably was. See, you probably don't know the percentage of men at 42 who couldn't do what they do. You got men at 42
forcing themselves.
At 42 taking Viagra.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say nothing like that. You know what I mean?
It's just for help. It's just for help. They don't really need it. It's just for help. You know what I mean? Because these Y2K women, it don't care how old y'all is, man. y'all, it seems like the older y'all get, man, the wilder, the more friskier. Man, you know, we men in our 40s need that Viagra for y'all.
Well, I'm going to just say like Rick James said, give it to me what you say. Give it to me what you say. Give it to me. I'm burning off energy from high school.
Yeah. And
I wish I can go back and get me some from high school.
Somebody I wish I had, and I missed him because I was trying to be a good girl. Now
well, no, I just was focused, but I ain't lying. I didn't cross some of them.
And Air Force is a good thing to go. They call it the intelligent military. There is no ground troop in the Air Force. It's mostly about communications and computers. So if you don't want to be a war guy with guns every day, you know what I'm saying, go to the Air Force.
Oh, they say the Navy.
Navy's a good place to go. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about that, and we'll
most people go to the Navy, come back, they be a little wishy-washy.
But Marines want to kill you when they come out.
Don't call them a jarhead. Did I say that? Oh my God.
Hey, and on that note, we'll be right back with your boy, Willie Dexter Harris.
And Teresa Foster.
Just saying.
Hello everyone, this is Clint Fondren with Elite Auto. I would like to take this chance to let you know what we do here. At Elite Auto, we feel like everybody should have the opportunity to have their own vehicle. If you have at least $1,000, we can get you riding today. We do no credit check, no proof of income, no proof of residence. We can get you riding today. Come see me at 2915 Uri Drive or call me now at 318-865-1741.
Welcome back. Now, I want to tell y'all this before we get any further. We do have an exclusive interview later on in the show with Dr. Terrence Vincent. He's running for school board District 3. Yeah. I think that includes Moortown and a couple other areas, you know what I mean, on that end of town. And Dr. Terrence Vincent is a very intelligent man. He knows the political game. He's a people person, you know what I mean. And I've not met very many people, you know what I'm saying, when it gets to politics. And I think this guy honestly has the potential to be governor one day. You know, Mike could even make it to D.C. Well, because this is a very intelligent man, you know, and you know, we'll get a chance for you all to hear from him, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself, and you will probably end up with the same opinion that I have once you see this interview later on in this show. It'll be later on in this show. Dr. Terrence Vincent and myself, you know, I sat down with him and we had a good conversation. But this is what I want to talk about. This guy, I just want to know with the black ink, deal. Okay. One of the guys, Walt,
he's
alcoholic. Now, he lost everything. His kids ended up moving into a project area or something on last season. But I can't blame you, Walt, man. Caesar brought you to Louisiana.
Why would they do that? That's why I said, why would you do that?
Don't you ever, look at me. Any of you who are trying to avoid alcoholism, you know what I'm saying, do not come to Shreveport or New Orleans, Louisiana, because this is a party capital. All we do is drink and eat. You know what I'm saying? And for you to bring an alcoholic into that environment, you pretty much say, hey, man, go ahead. You know what I mean? Man, especially in New Orleans, because New Orleans is a 24-hour party. We shut down at a certain time. But New Orleans is 24.
I can understand that. I was like, man, you gonna fire the man?
I feel bad for Walt. I feel,
and you done put him in that situation, but you're not his friend. Because as a friend, you wouldn't have brought him to New Orleans. Because when I go to New Orleans, let me tell you what I do.
Drink.
I get drunk and eat. That's it. On the curb, all the shoes be scuffed up, toe polish off. It is what it is. You have a good time. You beignets. Oh my God. Oh yeah. You get drunk and you eat. So to me, Caesar was out of line for that.
He was. But and then he did try to control him though. But I'm going to try to control him though.
But you know what we have to do? We need to drive down to New Orleans and see what's up with them.
Where y'all going? Oh, you
Just
talking about
pop
check
up
out
at the
Black
shop.
Ink?
Just
Yeah,
pop
we might
up.
need to do that. We might need to do that. Go see what they got going on down there in New Orleans.
Pop up and down there and get a tattoo. I want to get some praying.
Now, I'll be there for the Bayou. I don't know if you going to the Bayou.
You know, I haven't been to the Bayou since
Southern
96.
and Grambling Bayou Classic Saturday after Thanksgiving
So let me ask you a
every year.
question. So are we going?
We can.
Okay, so that's what I like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then
'Cause I
that
haven't
way-
been since 96.
Oh Lord, you gotta go. You gotta go.
I haven't been since 96.
You gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing Caesar need to do, stop letting your employees date each other. It's only causing friction.
Yep. Because I used to
Stop it.
always wonder why I would have these certain jobs and they would have, you know what I'm saying, these rules and they were like, they don't condone dating in the workplace.
You couldn't.
know, I understand that because as soon as some problems happen, then that problem's coming to work with you.
You sure right, because just say you had sex and it's little. Then now they tell people at the job, why you break up? It's little. Then now they looking at him, what's wrong? It's little. Why? I mean, it's little. You know what I'm saying? So to me, keep it 100. And it could be vice versa. It could be it's good. And then he's like, I done got what I needed and moved on to
Right.
Jessica, the next chick at your job. Then you done met him out in the parking lot and busted his window. All y'all lost your job. Because it happens.
It has happened. I've witnessed it happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? And this, I mean, Ray J.
Oh.
Ray J, you my boy, man. You know what I mean? And I've always been a huge fan of your music. You know, even though, you know, I've never heard like
music?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've never heard it like Brandy has a whole album. You get on Brandy's album's a page turner. But Ray J always has one hit.
Oh, like
I don't know
Motel
how
Joy.
many albums that he's dropped.
Like
He may
Motel
drop
Joy.
right. He might drop album after album after album, but it's always just one hit.
Let me just say this, Ray J, what he ain't saying. I smell. I'm sorry.
Hey man, come on with the Carly Red impersonations, man. I keep bringing up Carly Red because
That's what he acting
she's,
like.
you know, she at least she is a female, you know, a gorgeous one too.
Ray J, I swear.
Carly, I see what you be doing on that show, Carly. I see how you handle your business on. I can come to Atlanta.
And Jock, I'm sick of you making these bonnets for these little boys' heads. I do not like it. Look like a sumo wrestler.
Lord.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Ray J is trying to keep his job because he's not relevant. But for him, if I was A1, honest, if I was A1 in lyrical, the only person I would roll with is Lucci and Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus like, I ain't finna get
Marcus left it alone, but
Rockstar-
Lucci kind of played into it
But
because he
Lucci
found
played
out
into
that
it,
Rockstar's a big producer.
Yeah, but he don't, you know, he still with his boy A1. I understand business why he got to do what he do, but Rockstar, man, don't lie on your stuff.
Yeah, because you said you did it. Now, like we was talking about that a couple
Yeah.
shows ago.
Now he's saying he
Safari
did it.
never actually said he did it. Ray J said it. You know what I'm saying? But dude, you just said that with your weird ass way of chewing gum. You know what I'm saying? That you smashed the girl.
You said I rolled
better
the
not
next.
find out
You
that
know you
lied.
didn't. He is lying.
Because the world finna find out.
Because you wearing pearls.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying Rockstar. He hollering about he did.
rolled it. Yeah, that
you know
was
what I'm saying?
messed
Then
up.
start describing it and all that.
A real man don't do that. You put it through.
You know what I'm saying? But I kind of felt kind of weird about Rockstar anyway, you know, because, you know,
How he did our girl now, she had her mama shouldn't have came at him that
Oh, you
way.
talking about Diamond?
Yeah, at the same time, you know, he shouldn't have came at her like that. But, you know, I mean, these reality TV shows, I really want to do one in Shreveport because why we can't get paid?
We'll get it.
Our life
We'll get
exciting.
it. Sean Love is a real Hollywood manager. You know, most managers I've met over the years, you know, different places I've traveled, and you know, I've been a part of the industry since I was 13 years old, and I've not made that hit. But I have a lot of contacts. I have a lot of contacts.
We coming.
And Sean Love is one of those managers that I've met that I wouldn't personally mind working with. She gonna do what she says she gonna do, and she ain't gonna let you slip.
And
You know what I mean?
Love,
She don't like half
drama
stepping.
in Shreveport. Trust me. Give us a chance. There's some drama out here, baby.
Because that's why when
Believe
she
it.
heard that record, you know, she was sitting there, everybody else jamming, you know what I'm saying, her daughter record, everybody else was jamming to the record, and then all of a sudden, she just standing there looking, And then she went up to him, man, what is this? You know what I'm saying? She know you done auto-tune the hell out that song.
Yeah, but she knew her daughter couldn't sing for
She
first
knew
place,
that.
but she put it into her. But what she doing with Apple, I think is great.
Yeah,
Apple can sing.
Yeah.
And
Apple. Shout out.
Thank
Apple,
you for
Apple
showing
Watch.
me how to do that butt trick. I love it. Yes, baby. I slay all day. 46.
Hey,
now.
Apple Watch, you know,
She-
I see something in her. You
Yeah,
know,
she can sing and rap.
Yeah, I
she just
do.
need a chance. And like I said,
And
all
Sean Love
strippers-
gonna give it to her.
all strippers don't mean they're whores.
Yeah, and you see how she made Sean Love went in
Yeah.
there and made that girl come out that club?
Yeah.
What are you even here for?
You don't need to be here no more. I got your back.
She said, "Get your
and then
ass
I
off
like
that
the way,
stage."
And then I like the way she stood up for A1 over Rockstar. Look, hey,
Yeah.
you was the
'cause
first one gave out.
She called BS.
Yeah,
She called BS from the jump.
you have to do that. But you know, I don't know. You watch Married to Medicine?
I do.
Man,
What you saw?
nothing. Quad want to decorate a dog instead of giving your husband a baby. Let me tell you something. When you got married to him, you signed up for that. To me, if your husband had came to you, Quad, and told you he wanted a baby, man, give him a baby. That's all you got to do. I ain't mad at you because you went out and been cheating. Quite a trip.
Yeah.
You act like you came for money, baby. Let's not play with yourself.
Right.
Now, Dr. Jackie, Simone, I'd like that Dr. Jackie and her husband getting things back. But sometimes we as women, we get money and we making a little more than our husbands or boyfriend. We kind of shift and throw our weight. It's
Right.
not right. Not every woman, but most of them that I know, they do that. You can't belittle your man. If he feel he's not wanted, he'll go get old girl off Precious and make her feel special. You see what I'm
You
saying?
talking about the girl off Empire?
There you go. Or walk around and parade it, because you know what? At the end of the day, a man wants to feel wanted,
Right.
needed.
No matter who she
you don't
is.
feel needed.
Right.
Go on somewhere else. So, you know, shout out to you doctors. You know, Coy's husband. You know, if you seeking child. You know,
You wouldn't help him out?
I got time to reverse the two. One thing I do know, baby. You enjoy it, and I'd be a great parent. I cook, clean.
Okay,
These women forget.
X-Ox. That's
That's
good.
right.
X-Ox.
Ox, no. Look, Ox spend the night on somebody's house. My friend called me. You need to come get him. Because we eat cereal here. He said his mama get up and make him pancake sausage and a fruit parfait. That's right. I want him to know what a woman's supposed to be and what she's supposed to treat him like. If she get you up and feed you cereal every day, you need to go around the corner and get some manners of where she at and where she can fix you some grits and eggs.
I want grits and
I ain't
eggs.
playing with that.
You
You can't do that. Like I said, it's okay that we work. It's okay at the same time. Even myself, I want a man that's gonna be a man that can fight my battles. I can lean on. If I'm gonna be the man and the woman, I can be by myself, and I can handle me.
That's the same thing. 'Cause like I say, shout out to my mama. You know what I'm saying? What's up, moms? You know what I mean? She was one of those people, man, and you know she wasn't one of those housewives. You know, he had a job, she had a job, but moms would still go to work, do 8 to 10 hours a day. Come home from work, catch us when we come home from school, help us with our homework whenever she could, but she cooked every day.
Yep.
Every day after she did that long hour shift. But these Y2Ks, man, I'm too tired. I don't do all that.
I cook Sunday through Thursday, Fridays and Saturdays. I do breakfast Saturday morning, but most of the time we eat. But Sunday through Thursday we cooking. I'm doing that. But
then you save.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you go out and you eat out every single day, that's money that can go toward this dress you want, this new necklace you've been looking for.
But let me help you single parents out. Mondays, you have IHOP. Tuesday, you have Applebee's after 5. Wednesday is Logan Steakhouse. Thursday is IHOP again. And Piccadilly's.
Is these coupon
$1.99.
days?
No. This one kids eat free or $1.99.
I knew it was something.
That's right. I know.
It was something.
Because I'm broke. I'm a single parent. I don't have any money.
Oh my God. Oh my God, man. That is off the chain, man. But hey, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be right back after this. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, we got this exclusive interview with Dr. Terrence Vincent is coming up next. And so you stay tuned. We're Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris
and Teresa Foster.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jaron Rogers, number 61 on your ballot, seeking the office of mayor for the city of Shreveport. I am asking for your vote. I am a graduate of the University of Texas at Austin, a licensed professional civil engineer with a master's in business administration from Centenary College. I want to be your mayor. I want to improve the quality of life for all citizens by creating jobs, working to reduce crime, and improving streets and drainage. Vote for me, Jaron Rogers, number 61 on your ballot, for the next mayor of Shreveport.
We're back, and right now for this segment, I want to introduce you to a guy, you know what I'm saying, well known, you know what I'm saying, in this area. I know most definitely. This is Dr. Terrence Vincent, for those who don't know. He's presently running for school board office, District 3.
District 3.
And I want to tell him, a little bit about, the districts that's actually within that District 3,
gotcha.
And, what you plan on doing as far as, that area is concerned.
Well, thank you so much for having me today, Mr. Harris. I appreciate you and the work you're doing, man, and getting the message out to the community because it's really needed. Again, my name is Terrence Vincent, candidate for Caddo Parish School Board District 3. District 3 consists of Lakeside, Allendale, parts of Stony Hill, Highland, North Highland, Cherokee Park, and downtown. And again, that's Lakeside, Allendale, parts of Stony Hill, Cherokee Park, Highland, North Highland, and downtown.
Okay.
Some of the schools, Booker T. Washington being the only high school in the district.
Okay.
Crestwell, obviously Cherokee Park, J.S. Clark, and North Highland.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So I'm looking at your paper here, and like I say, he is Dr. Terrence Vincent, and he's a Booker T. Washington High School graduate. Got a Bachelor of Science at Northwestern State University, Masters of Education, Northwestern State University, Specialist in Education, Northwestern State University, and the Doctor of Education from the great Grambling State University.
GSU.
Yeah. You might see these cards, on your door. Don't throw them away. Keep them with you, because just have them in your pocket somewhere so you remember, I'm a vote number District 3. What's your number?
Right,
What's your
number 41.
41. That's what you're voting.
I was going to say that was one of the most important things in regards to voting in elections is the number. The name, obviously, but the number 41. And I would like to just encourage folks to just get out and vote.
Most definitely.
I was looking at some statistics last night, and the election in 15, that's the one I was looking at.
Okay.
The folks had 25% turnout in precincts and 30%, which is low. We want to get it up as high as we can, so we don't want to name a percentage, but we definitely want to be higher than 25 and 30%.
Okay. Yes. And there was something else you were speaking with us about the other day. What's this early voting, and what's the dates on that?
Right. Early voting is October 23rd through the 30th.
Yeah.
You can go to the on Marshall Street, I think it is.
Okay.
Forget the date, but ultimately you can vote from October 23rd to October 30th, and election day is November 6th.
So you're voting every day?
Every day.
Between
That's true.
That time.
That's true. You can go in and it takes about 5 minutes. It's really quick, man. And I early vote every election because I don't like the lines and so forth.
That's okay.
And so I always like to know my ballot is already cast.
Okay, most definitely. And we just found out it's 5/25, Marshall, where you can do your early voting between those dates of
October 23rd through October 30th, and you can go every day. 525 Marshall Street.
525 Marshall.
Very important.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And before we go, I want to ask you something. We talked about this earlier. Now I've been away, for a long time, but I'm here, in the area of the state, and one of the things that I saw that shocked me was I was going down Greenwood Road and I saw that Fair Park is not Fair Park anymore. It's a middle school or something like that.
Right.
Now I know they fought for years. You know, different superintendents, different people in the state. You know, legislation was trying to shut Fair Park down for years, but we fought together and we made sure that school, you know, did not close.
Right.
But I guess I don't know if it's a slap in the face. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like to talk about something I don't know the facts of.
Right.
But you kept the name Fair Park, of course, because you had to. It's a historic name. But changing the school to a middle, that takes away that high school's heritage. They can never have another homecoming.
Right.
You know, they can do their little alumni deals because that's mostly away from the school anyway. But just the simple heritage of something as strong as Fair Park High School, which is white and black, mind you.
Right.
You know, I mean, did you find out about that, or do you know anything about that?
Well, I would say this, that the merger has gone better than expected. Obviously, the students who were at Fair Park were transitioned to Booker T. Washington, and I'll say from that standpoint, it's been a fairly okay transition. It wasn't a lot of fighting. You know, if many folks who went to Fair Park were from Queensboro and some from Motown and things like that, and they were bussed over to Lakeside and Allendale communities.
So it's gelling.
Right, it is gelling.
Okay, well that's a good thing to hear.
Right,
you know,
right.
but I'm just so worried about Fair Park.
Right. Well, one thing I do want to mention about that is school closures and neighborhood schools are very vital to who we are as a city, as a region, and I was not against that. I was not for that merger. One reason why, if we look at the strategic plan for Shreveport, the plan is for us to grow,
right?
Not for us to get smaller,
right.
So I think we need to be looking at ways to not close schools, but expand what we have. Because again, if we look at the population we're trying to get to, we're going to need those infrastructures. So what's the point of closing a school just to reopen it?
Right,
so in my estimation, I don't think that was something good to do.
Right.
Because again, we need to look at the master plan and see our goal to grow.
Right.
Another piece I would say is I don't think Booker T. Washington was undergirded with the type of resources needed in order to really support the students.
Okay.
So when elected your next school board member for District 3, that's something that I want to home in on.
Which in Booker T is one of your schools.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not only from just I'll say athletic, because you know we talk about football and basketball all the time, but also academics. I think we need to shore up our athletic programs, but we also need to make sure we have certified, qualified teachers in every classroom.
Okay.
And that just helps the overall growth of the school board. And so I guess to get to your point and to answer it, I was not in favor of the merger. It's gone well, but I think we need to look at our master plan and stop closing our neighborhood schools. We have to protect our neighborhood schools, because if you remember when you were at Huntington and you came over to the Lions Den, it was about not only the school, but it was about community.
Right.
We weren't fighting against each other, but we would say, hey, our community or our school was better.
Okay.
And so that was a sense of pride, and I think we need to expand our sense of pride versus closing that off.
Most definitely. Well, all right. I really appreciate you coming to see us, Dr. Vincent.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Terrence Vincent, run for school board, District 3.
District 3.
The number on the ballot is?
Number 41.
Number 41.
I would like to say in closing that I think, well, I know my experience, my engagement, working, this is not something I just started. I'm a veteran. I served in the military, and so I know how to go down and shape the policies. I worked also in the state legislature, so I'll be working with our state representatives and senators in order to push these policies forward. I also know our Bessie board member. You can see I was educated in Natchitoches, Mr. Tony Davis, who is our Bessie board member in this area. So I have those relationships in order to move us forward, and I'm looking forward to serving District 3.